The Garden Tomb, Jerusalem. In 2015, how distant pre-COVID events appear, I went on the last guided tour that Mike and Val Jones led to the Holy Land. It was described as a reflective tour, i.e. we weren't trying to cram in as many tourist spots as possible. At the time, I was in a diary covering places and my impressions of them. Unfortunately, I can't find it, so I have to rely on my memory. I had long wanted to make the trip, so it all seemed so much more vivid than perhaps it really was. I first felt I was abroad in Heathrow Airport when I set eyes on a group of Israeli gentlemen gesticulating as though they were auditioning for Fiddler on the Roof. However, the flight and the first few days passed smoothly. We had an excellent Israeli guide who knew how to make the biblical places come alive. The first few days were spent in Galilee, but all the time one felt the increasing menace of the climax of Jesus' ministry. We boarded our minibus for the journey to Jerusalem, and I was fascinated as we passed through Bethany, as my wife and I had for some years sponsored and corresponded with pupils from the Bethany Girls High School. In Victorian times, a British general, Gordon of Khartoum, had come across a quiet graveyard and convinced himself that he had discovered the site of Jesus' burial and resurrection. Now, the traditional site of these events is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in the Old City. Personally, I'm inclined to believe the traditional version, simply because it is the earlier version, but no matter. We saw a beautiful garden next to a bus station. The tomb was indeed empty, we checked, and there were partitioned areas where tourist groups like our own could gather for communion services, devotional readings, or private prayer. There was a quiet buzz as the gospel accounts were read in different languages. We prayed quietly and left. Worship does not always have to be bold and invasive. There needs to be time for the still, small voice. Tomorrow, closer to home.
Oh, people that on earth do dwell, say